In this quick video, I'm gonna show you how to get your ambient exposure and then add flash using high-speed sync. So one of the first steps when you're shooting with off-camera flash, there's gonna be two exposures, your ambient exposure and then your exposure with your flash. So the first thing you wanna think about is the depth of field that you want in your image. Do you want a shallow depth of field? Do you want a deep depth of field? For my style, I tend to go more in the shallow depth of field. So I'm gonna shoot around 1.8 and 2. So in this case, once I set that in my camera, kind of set it and forget it from this point on. Then I'm gonna set my ISO. Because I'm shooting outdoors most of the time, it's gonna be set to ISO 100 unless I'm shooting at night or blue hour. So I've already set those two in the camera, and now it's the secret ingredient, it's that shutter speed. When it comes to the shutter speed, the higher you raise your shutter speed, the darker your ambient is gonna be, and the lower you bring it, the brighter your ambient is gonna be. So the thing you gotta keep in mind with the shutter speed is what lighting condition are you in? Is it sunlight? Is it cloudy? Is it towards blue hour? That setting is gonna be the setting that you adjust the most. Keep in mind, people usually set that and then they think, well, I can just walk around anywhere and I don't have to adjust it. You always have to adjust it. If you go into shade, if the sun comes out, that is constantly gonna be adjusted. I've already found the composition that I wanna capture. So what I wanna do is, I wanna lock in the shutter speed here. So I'm pointing my camera, and one of the key things is when you're locking in your exposure is that you don't want it too dark. So I'm gonna take a photo here at too dark at 1600. And this would be a dark exposure. Now, that might be cool if you're doing sports photography and you want something moody. In my case, I want something that looks a little bit more natural. So I'm gonna bring down my shutter speed, and I like it around 640. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like at 640. And then I'm gonna show you now what it looks like if it's too bright, when the background is way too bright. So I'm gonna lower down my exposure and I'm gonna put it more like at 200th of a second. And this would be too bright in my opinion. So at 640th, that's what I like. So that's my first exposure. I get my exposure of my background. I'm not thinking about the lighting. I'm not necessarily thinking about how I want to pose my subject yet. I find my composition, lock in that exposure, and now we're gonna add in the light. Okay, so Ava, can I go ahead and get you here? We're gonna bring you in. Now that we're gonna be adding in the strobe, I always like two easy light positions. Don't overcomplicate it. We're either gonna do loop position, which is about 30 degrees to the subject, or butterfly. You can't go wrong with that. You're gonna get beautiful, even light. But for today's setup, I think loop position makes the most sense. And let's show you how that looks. A general rule that I like to do is I like to have the bottom of the modifier about shoulder level or elbow level. So Angel, we're gonna raise up the light just ever so slightly. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start off at power 5. So a lot of the times when people are first shooting off-camera flash, they tend to freak out with the power. So the power, the higher the number, that means the more power we're gonna get from the strobe. The lower the number, the less power. So start in the middle. That way you take your test shot and you can either move up or down. So I'm gonna start up at power 5 and see what we get here. So already at power 5, it already looks fantastic. I'm gonna go to power 5.5 so I can get a little bit more punch of light here. 1, 2, 3, good. One thing to keep in mind when you're shooting is you got to think about your ambient light. In my situation, it's a cloudy day and the sun is slowly peeking through, so my ambient is changing ever so slightly. I started off at 640th of a second on my shutter speed, and I moved it up to 1000 to compensate. And remember, raising up that shutter speed will darken the ambient. My power started off at 5, and then I ended up at 6.5. So just keep in mind, pay attention to the ambient exposure. What I want to show you though is what happens when we add too much power into your strobe, because sometimes people get it to look too flashy and then they kind of panic and then they fit around with too many settings. Once you set your settings in the camera and everything looks good on the ambient, the only exposure you adjust now is on your trigger. So I'm gonna put it at power 9 so we can really exaggerate it here instead of 6.5. Eva, I'm gonna get a shot here. Okay, so that is too much power. And then I'm gonna bring it back down. Let's try power 7, okay? So just to recap, there's gonna be 2 exposures. Your ambient exposure, go ahead and lock that in first. How much depth of field do you want? Set your ISO to 100 when you're shooting outdoors. That shutter speed is your secret ingredient to get the ambient how you want it. Raise it up to darken it, lower it down to brighten it up. Once you get that locked in, add in that strobe, start off at power 5 and then move up or down until you get the correct balance.